for number 4, we have our C values already isolated, but we do need to create an A value that is 1. So we're going to have to divide everything by 7 in this problem, and that will give us d squared minus 2d equals 8. Unfortunately, that everything is divisible by 7 in that trinomial. So the next thing is our b divided by 2 squared. So do this off to the side. Our b value is that negative 2. Negative 2 divided by 2. We're going to square it. Negative 1. And negative 1 squared is 1. So we need to add 1 to both sides. I should squeeze that in here. Add 1 to both sides. And now we can create our perfect square binomial. So our perfect square binomial that goes in here is the one where we just write that b divided by 2 value of negative 1 inside those parentheses with the b. Right, from here down is just solving. Number 5, we subtract the 20 from both sides. So x squared plus 12x equals negative 20. Go over to the side, and we do b divided by 2, and we square that. So that's 12 divided by 2 squared, or 6 squared. 6 squared is 36. So 36 is what we're going to add to both sides. And now we write our perfect square binomial. So that's going to be this value inside those parentheses, the b divided by 2 value. So x plus 6 equals 16. And again, you could square root both sides and continue solving from there. Number 6. We do have a negative 7 on the right-hand side, but we also have a c value. So we need to subtract the 14 from both sides. And we have x squared plus 10x, leave a little space, equals negative 21. Go over and do b divided by 2 and square it. So our b value is 10. 10 divided by 2 squared. So we're going to get 5 squared, or 25. So 25 is what we add to both sides. And then we can write our perfect square binomial. So again, we go back to the b divided by 2 value. So it's just x plus 5, negative 21 plus 25 is 4. And you could square root both sides and simplify to solve. Number 7. Again, our a value needs to be 1. So we're going to start off by dividing everything by 2. And we get n squared plus 6n plus 5 equals 0. Next step is to isolate the c value. So we have n squared plus 6n equals negative 5. We'll divide our b by 2 and square it. So b divided by 2 squared is 6 divided by 2 squared is 3 squared, which is 9. So that's the value we add to both sides. And now we can write our perfect square binomial. N plus, what goes there? The b divided by 2 value, the 3. And negative 5 plus 9 is 4. We're not finished. We would solve from here. But for the sake of our new skill, we've gotten as far as what is brand new. So I'll just finish this one off so we don't forget how to solve from this point. So then we subtract the 3. So n is equal to negative 3 plus or minus 2. So n is going to be equal to negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1, and negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5. Right, so the process of completing the square is really useful in helping us to solve a quadratic. And really, if you can get the hang of doing these two new steps, it's really not a bad process. We'll finish off and do the last three. Number 8, we've got this a value that's greater than 1, so we're going to divide everything by 4. So we get v squared plus 4v equals negative 6. Our c value is already isolated on the right-hand side, and then we're going to move to that next step of b divided by 2 squared, which is 4 divided by 2 squared. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. Square that and we get 4. 4 is what we add to both sides. Next step is to write our perfect square binomial. Oh, this one's going to be negative. We'll end up with some imaginary numbers in our solution. So v plus this value over here, our b divided by 2 value. So let's just practice solving to the end here. Square root both sides, and we get v plus 2 equals plus or minus I radical 2. 2 cannot be simplified any further. We do subtract 2 from both sides, and we get v equals negative 2 plus or minus I radical 2. And that's your final solution. I'm going to leave those last two for you to practice on your own.